for those of you who don't know me. What?
This is Charlotte.
Oh, I'm Derek. So we just really wanted to show one pager. For those who haven't seen the deck that gets sent out each week, I think the subject in the email is titled like Customer Experience Metrics or something like that. Be on the lookout for that next week. What that includes is kind of a collated from all the store teams, as well as web, loyalty, basically all the metrics for speed and reliability for those teams. So our team obviously being store STM. This is just one page from the deck specific to cycle time, so speed and output, that we just really wanted to quickly show because there's been some cool stuff that we've done in the last 2 months or so. So first thing to note is the big spike. This is because we finally, as of September, been able to, I feel like I'm like standing right in front of you.
It's okay, you should go over there.
Been able to capture all the teams across STM, which is really cool. So rather than just the, yeah, good job, thanks one person. Yeah, really cool. So rather than just like the SD1-2X teams, we now have Eco. We're still working through some of the NSO pieces and complexities because they don't have traditional features per se. RFID is included in that mix, so really cool stuff. So Charlotte's going to go over kind of what some of these acronyms and things mean on this chart.
I think everybody understands that cycle time is at a feature level only, and for cycle time we calculate when a feature enters supplies in progress and when it completes in verification and goes into deploy ready. So that's what we calculate as cycle time. And remember, it's just features only, even though we work on a lot of other user stories, defects, and stuff like that. So that's what we talk about when we're talking about cycle time. This is measuring the number of features. This is measuring the, actual cycle time, and then our target cycle time is up here. So our target for the year is 86 days in cycle time. So that's what this graph is showing us.
Yeah, and VWI is just a fancy term for a feature. So our verifiable work increment is a feature for what we define it as. That's really it.
Can I ask a question? So,
yeah.
So you want your verifiable work features. I'm just looking at this chart and trying to head. This is the first time I've ever seen it. So verifiable work features you want to be high, and you want their cycle times to be low.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
So,
Throughput output.
so,
right?
so that number going, the blue line going down is good, and the red line going up is good. Good. So we're in the right. We're well below our goal of 86 days. Okay.
So super hard to see, but it's 38 there for the month of September.
Because usually in retail metrics, like if I have a number that's really high and I'm not meeting it, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And actually, anything below the green dollar line is a good thing.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, totally.
So when you say that's our target, you're not saying we want to add days to our cycle time.
Yeah, so maybe target's a terrible way to think of it as. We should rename that.
It's our goal.
It's not target, yeah. Our goal for reduction against last year was a 20% reduction, which is 86 days.
Your reduction goal.
Yeah.
Cycle
What else? Next steps is there's a lot of work to really standardize like what a feature is amongst all the teams, so it's somewhat consistent where it makes sense. Right now, I think lots of teams use different ways to group work, like smoke testing or something is not a feature, but right now we capture these work activities sometimes as features. So that's kind of our next big focus, is to standardize what a feature is amongst teams. Big kudos to the ladies in the back there, the MIS team. They've been a huge help in helping us rally this information together. There's a cool, there's a cool, I don't know if you guys wanted to talk about it, you know more than I do, but there's a cool new plugin report in Jira, which will make getting this data much quicker than our conventional, very manual, tedious process. So that's really cool. So expect more in this realm. Yeah, in coming weeks and months. Yeah. Any questions?